Hey, Wagwan, what y'all deal with?
Still waiting. While the folks still hating. It's a new generation.
Yo, we got a lot to cover today, okay? We got a whole lot. But before we go any further, because of the nature of this video, there's something I gotta cover first because I get comments about this all the time. Anytime I make a video kind of along these same lines, this is what I get. You need to go back to your country. You obviously are tethered. You obviously from the Caribbeans and stuff. And you know what? I actually see that as an honor. That means I must be doing something right if y'all think that.
I'm petty. Yeah, I'm petty.
But no. My bloodline goes all the way back to slavery, just like all y'all's do. Black American slavery, just to be clear. So we can get that out the way so y'all can stop invalidating my comments just based on the fact that you think I'm from somewhere else. I'm not. As it relates to politically, I do not claim FBA because I don't agree with their politics. I don't agree with the way that people who claim FBA conduct themselves, talk about other people, and all of this type of stuff. I consider myself to be Pan-African. So now that we got that cleared up and we got that out the way, let's get to the shit, okay? Because I got something I want to talk about today. Ishowspeed. He is on a tour of Africa for all of this month. And the countries that he's been going to have been loving him.
It's only the start! Only the start! Pulo Republic. Nyangulo. Niwa shile mabele. Niwa shile mabele. Niwa sina mabele. Niwa sina mabele.
I mean, he has been to countries like Eswatini, Mozambique, South Africa, and all of that.
He has received so much love as soon as he stepped in the door over there. They are inviting him into their cultural rituals. They are, opening their doors to him. They are showing him different things. And it's kind of one of those things where he's getting so much love and he's getting so much reception that he has said stuff like, I might just buy a house over here once this is all said and done. Is really fighting against the narrative that, African people don't like Black Americans. They mean to us and they say horrible stuff to us and they racist against us and they don't even like us. So why would we even, all of that bullshit y'all be saying?
I be like, blah, 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 blah.
Whoop de doo. Whoop de doo. Whoop de doo.
It really is a powerful stance against that because what it's showing is that ain't the case.
This streamer is destroying African propaganda.
This streamer is destroying African propaganda.
So the famous streamer
Ishowspeed.
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 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That there are people who are having their eyes open to the reality that Africa is not just like dirt roads and huts and niggas chucking spears and like.
Probably wondering why I'm crying. I've been watching Speed streams and I'm seeing all the love that he's getting in Angola. He's in South Africa and he's getting massive amount of love.
He's doing something right now that is very positive, and I don't think he realized how big it is.
Immediately when he announced it, already started having a panic attack. Speed! Africa? Bro, be careful there, man. We can't lose you. You might get captured by a militia group or some Somalian pirates randomly.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Seeing the Ishowspeed Africa tour, that shit is making me want to go to Africa, bro.
It needed to be shown and it needed to be broken down because I feel like there's a lot of resentment that's being caused by this false narrative and people don't even really understand how they really feel about us. I know so many people that are from the continent that are over here, African people, that feel like, oh no, we're brothers and sisters. Y'all are our brothers and sisters. And I would say this, if y'all would go as far as to say, yeah, well, they sold us into slavery, you would have to actually know which tribe sold us into slavery, first of all, because I don't think any of y'all even have enough information to know that. However, this is my whole point behind it. I think that a lot of them nowadays, have a different mentality as far as Black people in America. And I think that Pan-Africanism lends a great deal to that. But I think that, the collaboration of a lot of Black Americans with African people really kind of created, that type of brotherhood that they, now see us as. A lot of them do. And if you want to try to find a handful of the ones who will find nicknames for African Americans and all of that stuff, you would have to explain African booty scratcher.
Crazy.
But, before we go any further, I want y'all to see the comparison between this tour that Ishowspeed did and the ones that he did in Asia and in Europe. Check this out.
We know you like it, man. We know you like it. We know you like it. We know you like it. It's the negro bonbon. Try it out. Try it out. Try it out. Try it out.
Hello.
Esse é o Fennec.
Keep going further, not black, white. Speak Chinese. You're a
Yeah. So even though he's a celebrity, they still treated him like this. So if you want to say it's just because he was a celebrity that he got love in Africa, it looks like that ain't the case everywhere, okay? Because they didn't give a fuck about him in these countries. They said some very dirty shit about him, threw bananas at him, threw pictures of monkeys at him, called him a nigga and all of this stuff in all of these different countries. So, just throw a comparison out there. At the end of the day, there are a lot of them that show us love. Most recently, Jonathan Majors and Megan Good just went over there to get citizenship because they traced their nationality back to Guinea.
A ceremony on Friday during which Hollywood film stars Megan Good and Jonathan Majors received Ghanaian citizenship, with guests treated to a series of traditional dances and musical performances. The couple traced their origins to the country through DNA testing and were granted diplomatic passports from senior government officials. From now on, both of you, we believe that you're worthy sons and daughters of Guinea.
Just wanted to say thank you so much for receiving us with open arms and all the love that's been shared.
Are that much more emboldened to come here, to come back home, and to help out any way we can.
And, they were received. They weren't treated badly. They were, treated with love and everything when they went back over there. But this just isn't the case for Black celebrities, because I think that has to be debunked. There are Black people who just went over there and received love.
I got to go back to Joburg soon. I had such a good time out there. The music, the culture, the food, the dance, they're so welcoming. South Africa, Johannesburg. This
whole thing, as far as what Ishowspeed is doing, is very, very relevant, because what it's doing is showing a lot of younger people who may not have had a view of Africa and understood really, what Africa is in its developed state right now, and really giving them a look into that, because of course he is 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the young people are watching him. A lot of people are really kind of getting a glimpse into Africa for the first time through what he's showing.
Just seen Speed streaming Africa. I thought the stream was gonna be, giving back, feeding the homeless, feeding the needy. Nigga, them people living good, nigga.
Ishowspeed touring Africa could break a lot of bad stereotypes people have about the continent, and it can help build a real understanding and give Pan-Africanism a real chance to grow.
Ishowspeed. Welcome.
He was pulling up to where he was at on the fly, bro. Look, he even goes on to replicate the face. This person made a splatter painting of Speed on a hardwood. Look at the attention to detail. How did they even do this? Are no longer just him going and visiting places. It's an attempt for these countries that normally don't get the love that they deserve to be seen on a global scale.
He may not have known how impactful it was going to be, but everybody who got something bad to say about it, shut the fuck up. Because ultimately, what he's doing is more important than everybody's opinions. Boo-hoo, you wanted to believe that Africans didn't like us. Get the fuck over it. But we're going to dig into the whole part as it relates to what the FBAs feel about his African tour. And yes, I'm going there. I done seen some statements that they didn't try to make where they didn't actually clipped and doctored the films to try to make it seem like the people over there are saying mean stuff to him, or they're kicking him and all different type of stuff. Check this out.
This goofball put up an edited video trying to claim that he is being attacked by people in Africa. Mind you, when Ishowspeed was actually being attacked by racially abused by people in China, they didn't do all this. When he has been attacked by white people and all other groups of people around the world, they didn't do this. But they feel the need to do this with Africans. And the funny part about this is not even real. This is fake. This is an edited video. Found the other video. They're not saying anything derogatory. He's saying Messi, the soccer player, cause Ishowspeed's favorite player is Ronaldo. Found the original video that you edited to create a false narrative of Ishowspeed being kicked. He's being mobbed with love. FBA anti-African group. How to find reasons to hate Africa.
Damn! The craziest part about this is that this is the narrative that often gets ran with, and people will share this around and spread this around and really feel like this is, you know, the truth because of this clip. And it's not even true. That's not even the reality of what actually even happened. I decided to make this video about it, and I had to kind of dig in with this one. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a lot to be said about this. Anybody who has comments, whether they're good or bad, go ahead and drop them in there. You know, all of y'all who say y'all don't believe that I'm Black American, whatever, go ahead and y'all get y'all out the way first.
Once you try to argue with me, I be like, blah, 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 blah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all gonna be in there. It's still engagement. All right, y'all. Thank you for taking the time.
I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency.